Hello everybody and welcome to our kitchen for Yom Yerushalaim. Today we are cooking with ACHI again. And today we're working on Malawach, but yesterday or earlier actually, we did some Malawach in the dairy version, making Malawach pizza. Today we're going in the meat side and we are going to have a lamb Malawach made with our yummy ground lamb over here, a beef Malawach made with beef chuck. All stew meat, anything like that would work. And we're gonna have a whole bunch of different things, sauteed vegetables and so on, to make your own and make it your own. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna start things up, and Muna, who is our main chef here, she is going to start by cutting up some of this is for our dessert. We're gonna cut up some dates. Dates are awesome. Love dates. I used to go to the shuk in Israel and get fresh dates. So yummy. So we're going to cut up some dried dates though. If we can get fresh, I would recommend using fresh. We'll cut up some dried dates. Later we're going to use some of our Galil Silan to mix in with the dates when we saute them. And we're going to saute those with a little bit of lemon and some of our mangoes. So we live here in South Florida and we have a crop of mangoes. There's a mango tree right outside. And we pick mangoes at this time of year. It's almost daily. And we've got some really great fresh mangoes, including our gargantuan mango. 2.5 pounds of mango. I don't know if everyone's seen mango that big, but that one's not ripe yet, so we'll hold that one to another day. But right now what we're gonna do is Amuna's gonna start by cutting up some of the dates. While she's cutting up dates, I'm going to get the meat into the pan, and we'll get that going. So we've got our flame on. I personally like to use a wok for this. Makes it a lot easier to cook. So crumble our lamb into the pot, and then I'll wash my hands afterwards, and then we'll season it a little bit and let it develop its flavors here in the pan. And Mona, you were just in Israel a little while ago. What's one of your favorite things that you did in Israel?
One of my favorite things was, I think, either going to the Kotel or going to the shuk.
Awesome. Kotel, very spiritual, obviously. And the shuk, with our culinary experience here, we love the shuk. So we just put in a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. We're going to put in some garlic. And then we're just going to keep that on a medium to high heat. We're actually going to lower that a bit. And we will get that cooking. While it's cooking, I like to, yes, that's wonderful, Amanda. While it's cooking, we like to chop it up a little bit to get that going. So we'll chop it up a little bit, get it into some ground small pieces, and we'll keep that moving along. In the meantime, while Amuna's going to cut up the next thing, she's going to move on to, we can put these into another, oh, you can cut up a couple more. Cut up a couple more, I think we could use a couple more. While Amuna's cutting that up, we'll go ahead and we will take our meat and cut it into cubes. As you can see, Amuna's using the Harv, non-dairy, non-meat tray, cutting board and knife. And I am using our fleshik cutting board and knife. We're going to cut these into chunks. These are big chunks, so we'll cut them into some smaller chunks and keep things moving along. While we do this cutting, we can keep things moving along really well. We're going to get some of our saute going. So we'll let it flame back here. And we're going to saute some of our onions, which again, keeping our kli. This kli happens to say Yerushalayim on it. It's one of the klis that was gifted to us by the members of ACHI. And now Amuna's going to go ahead and she's going to move these aside and she's going to cut up some of the mushrooms. You could do a rough dice on the mushrooms, Amuna. So we love Israel for many, many reasons. We love Yerushalayim. One of the best things about Yerushalayim is waking up early in the morning. And now the waking up early in the morning part, I don't know if everybody likes, but I like it. You wake up early in the morning and you just take a walk in a quiet Yerushalayim. There's really nothing better. Walk the streets, it's so quiet, it's so peaceful. and you're walking through one of the most historic places in the world. It's really phenomenal. Okay, so we've got our meat cut up. We're going to wait for the ground lamb to finish sauteing here, and then we'll move on. So along with our onions, we're going to add in the mushrooms, and I'm going to help Amuna out with cutting up some of these mushrooms. So I like to do a rough chop on the mushrooms, just like we did the other time. Ooh, we're fighting over mushrooms here. Go that part.
This part?
Mm-hmm. And in spirit of Yom Ha'atzmaut, we have a little bit of music behind us, playing some Israeli music, songs about Yerushalayim. So that's wonderful. When we hear the sizzle, everybody hear that sizzle? That just means we got some goodness going on over here. Okay, I think we're good with these mushrooms, don't you? Mm-hmm. Excellent. So let's put them into the pot. We'll get those cooking down with our onions. Like to get everything cooked down so they're nice and aromatic and translucent for the onions, and a little bit wilted for the mushrooms. I know we're running around a lot today. A lot of things going on. And also we have a couple of peppers that we pre-chopped. We put those in, and let's get those mixed around a little bit. Well, what I like to put in our saute is some salt, some pepper, a little bit of the garlic, and I like thyme. I take a little bit of thyme in my fingers and I crush it up on my palm and then toss it in. It really gives it some nice flavor and elevates the whole taste of it. So we're going to let these go and cook down and get our meat cooking. And then we're going to come back and we are going to make our malawach and dress our malawach with all... Oh, we're back! Welcome back to the kitchen. We were just dancing a little bit in between the commercial break, having a good time on Yom Yerushalaim. We are going to finish things off. While you were away, we had our beef cooking. We cooked down our lamb, sorry, not veal, but lamb. And now we're going to finish things off. We're just going to cut up some pickles so that we can layer that on top of our malawach. We're going to cook the malawach, and we're going to cook some of our sweets. We're going to get some dates into our pan. Let's get all of that out of the cup. And we're going to put some of that fresh mango that we just picked off the tree and put that in as well.
This or excuse?
Slices, but that's fine. You can do it like that. A little bit of silan, yummy silan, galil, great Israeli brand, and a little bit of honey from our honey bayer. And we are going to get that cooking down, but in the meantime, we also add in our spice mixture. And what we put into our spice mixture for this one, we have a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of cayenne to give it a little bit of kick. It's like kind of like a little bit of a lot. So we got that cooking, and that's going to cook down and become yummy and gooey, especially with all of this honey and silan, which is just so decadent. We'll get that cooking down, and while that's cooking down, we can get started on our malawach. So we've got the pan getting hot in the back over there. And we take our Tenuva Malawach, Tenuva, another unbelievable Israeli brand. Earlier we had Tenuva cheese. Tenuva makes a whole bunch of different products for that really cross the spectrum. Super yummy. And we're going to get that, take it frozen, and keep it frozen so that we've got ease of taking off the paper. Once it starts to soften up a little bit, it's really hard to get off the plastic wrap that they keep it in. So while all that's set up and cooking, we are going to, I think I'm just looking for a bowl to put that in. So we're going to take a bowl out, and I'm just going to put that into a bowl. And while that's cooking, we're going to get our malawach piping hot, get that done. steam it a little bit. You're making a mess. Look at you. Okay, well, we got those cut up nicely. And again, we're using our kli, like to hold a lot of our things in our kli, especially when cooking. Let's just go through a little bit of the things that we're going to put into our malawach. So we have the sauteed vegetables from earlier. We have galil fried eggplant, okay, another great product. Earlier we made the couscous, we're not having that right now. We have our tenuva malawach. We have some zatar. We can sprinkle a little bit of zatar on there for a little bit of flavor, and the sesame seeds that are in there give it a little bit of crunch. It's kind of nice. Our pickles, also an Israeli product. What brand of pickles did we get this time? Not sure, but we're gonna look. So this time we purchased our Osem pickles. Osem pickles. Cucumbers in brine, okay? Definitely get it in the brine, it's the best kind. This one's the medium size. They have different sizes of pickles. They have their medium, they have their tiny, and they have their large pickles. So we like the medium. Let's just mix our sweets around a little bit while they get a little bit of yumminess going. And then at the same time, we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip over our malawach. Get that going. Lower that flame a little bit as well because it's a little bit high. And then just to give a little bit of flavor to the sweets, we're going to deglaze with a little bit of wine. Just a tad, about a quarter cup. And we'll deglaze our sweets.
You mix with this?
Yeah, go ahead. Mix that around a little bit. Okay, so we're going to turn off the meat. That's really done, both of them. Turned off the malawach also. So that malawach is done as well. We're going to take the lemon off for us. And we're going to start plating our first malawach. In the meantime, while we're plating that one, we're going to go ahead and put in our next one. So here we go. We'll get our next malawach in on the pan. Get that going. Lower that flame a little bit. We're going to turn off our sweets in the back. They've already gotten their juicy yumminess. That's awesome. And what we're going to do is we're going to make our first. So I'm just going to spread some hummus. If you put a dollop on and then use the back of the spoon, you can spread it out nice and evenly. Okay. And on this one, I think we'll do a mix. We're going to do some beef and some of the lamb. Look at that. Looks yum. We'll put a little bit of the ground lamb on. Slowly get the beef on. Take a couple of pieces here. Get that on. You don't want to put too much on because you want to be able to get your mouth around it. Okay, and while that's going, I just want to check on the malawach again. Looks good. Okay, and we'll get some vegetables. Take that, that's fine. All good. We'll get some of the sauteed vegetables on there. How about some pickles, Amuna? You want to put some pickles on?
Yep.
Put a couple of pickles on. Today we'll plate on these. Okay, so we got that on there. We're going to drizzle a little bit of tahina on. And there you go. This is our first malawach of the night. And what we're going to do with this, the way we eat it is we just kind of wrap it up like a taco and just eat it just like that. So this one, Amuna is going to be so gracious and nice, she's going to bring that into her mother because she deserves it. So now we're going to wrap it up tonight with our sweet dessert malawach. So we are going to take our malawach out here. We'll get it out of the pan. Look how yummy that looks.
Mm.
Okay, let's turn the flame off. So actually, you know what? Let's just put one more in because maybe we'll make a second one if we have enough of the stuff to put inside. Let's put that back on. Put that down. Cover that. Now let's get some of our super yummy.
Looks so good.
Look how awesome that looks. So gooey and yummy. And we're going to spread it out over the top with our mangoes and our dates. Let's see, lime, it makes it so delicious with a little bit of acid in there from the lemon. Look how yummy and delicious. It's got a little bit of kick too, because we're going to have. Okay, there we go. Oh, really fancy? I'd probably put some sort of a white sauce on top. But I really think probably put tahina on there would probably be awesome, but I think my kids are going to yell at me if I do that. So we're going to leave it the way it is, and we're going to plate it. And this one we're going to, you know what, before we plate it, let's cut it into pieces, because I think we're going to share this one. So let's get a knife out. Let's cut that into a couple of pieces. So let's get that half, and then make a good dessert pizza out of this. Look at that. Look how yummy that is.
That looks so good.
Okay, so we'll get those on the plate. Did you want to do that? It's easier with picking it up with something.
Yeah.
Don't want to waste anything, so let's get that on there. And there you go. We've got our dessert malawach, super yummy, super delicious, and we hope everybody enjoyed our video and enjoyed Yom Yerushalaim. So this is our road to Yerushalayim with our Israeli treats, and we hope to see you guys soon. Bye.